I heard that they'll finally punish people for smurfing now. That's nice.
They've always been doing that. They're just doing it harder now.
About time. If they would just implement placement matches, it would fix a lot of this bullshit. But
that is the one thing that pretty much everybody agrees on. I've been saying this very early on. I think a lot of the criticisms of Marvel Rivals is either just wrong or heavily overblown. The one thing that is definitively correct is their system for comp is kind of fucked, and they need to fix that.
And like I said to you,
it's
earlier,
not great.
Yeah, and I said to you earlier, I think the 1 month long seasons mistake. It's too short. It's too short. I understand why they're doing it. I think it's too short.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of getting used to it. It's definitely a shift that I feel like
the season just started, and we're getting 3.5 patch notes. Like, what the fuck?
It's coming up.
It's too short. 1 month is too short.
Let's do this.
Adjustments Vanguard. Doctor Strange. The Masteristic Arch is getting a little oomph in his arsenal. Okay. Increases the daggers of Denka projectile charges from 8 to 10. Okay. Reduces the cloak levitation cooldown from 50. Oh, he can fly faster. Or he can fly longer now. Or I guess more often.
This is nice. Strange is honestly in a pretty solid position, but this just pretty much cements him as just like, yeah, he's a good option. He's not like the best, but he's a good option.
Yeah. King Stefan, go to my KOLgg channel. I did my reaction to that whole thing. Yeah, I did reaction to the dead video and also to Blade. Yeah. So
I watched it. Res Cop is dead. That's funny.
I know that shit crushed me. Like, no.
Rest in peace, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Rip.
Starlord gets the Sombra like mini teleporter. So
pretty much,
I can play Rocket a lot, and you can just teleport behind nothing personnel kid. Yeah, nothing personnel kid.
All right, Groot. I am Groot. Translation: Groot is slightly more reach and a bigger effect radius, so increases the Vine Strike range from 20 to 22 meters. That's his main attack, I think. And then increases the floor cost effect range radius from 20 to 24.
That is the range that it needs for his walls to have its extra benefit. The small walls to do the vine-like strikes, and the big walls to do the bonus shield.
I got you.
So
all right.
he doesn't need to be as far as away.
Okay.
He didn't. I don't think he necessarily needed a buff, but he was falling off slightly because he was definitively one of the best tanks. Now it's like there's Emma, there's Magneto, and then there's Groot that's a little below them.
Not even that too. It's like you have like a bunch of flyers now. You have Human Torch, you have Iron Man, you have Storm, you have Ultra that can heal other flyers too. So you have like 4 distinct flyers that are like, yeah, you can just go Groot, but we're gonna literally fly over your walls and just kill you anyway. So okay, go look at that.
So I know that he was falling off slightly, but I don't know, man, he's still pretty good. So I don't know if he needed it, but all right.
All right, Magneto. The mass amount of Magnetism shields and survivability are getting a slight what? Magneto's getting a nerf? Reduces the metal bulwark and the iron bulwark shield value from 320. Wow.
Those bubbles.
Shields. There's bubbles, so they can absorb a little less.
The bubbles.
Yeah. So I mean, Magneto is debatably the best tank in the game right now. But I mean, rough. At the same time, though, this is barely going to affect anything.
I don't know, because I feel like basically you can use your shield to survive a little more.
A lot of the times you use the shield so people can live ultimates. And the thing about how his shields work is the 300 or 250 doesn't matter. It's how much it can absorb until it breaks.
If
you get hit at either of those numbers, if you get hit for 500 damage, all it means is that it breaks the shield in one shot. It doesn't carry over the 200 or 250 over that it can't.
Well, yeah, all it really means is that it's just whenever you're getting barraged by random normal attacks, it's just going to go away quicker. By that point, it's very likely that you've gotten out of the situation that you were likely trying to bubble the person for anyways.
All right, Thor. The God of Thunder's gameplay gets a jolt of improvement. Thank God. Here we go, finally. Gain a fixed 1 Thor force upon exiting the awakened. Okay.
Yeah,
my uptime just went off the right. Hold on. And then Lightning Realm new effect. Enemies leaving its boundaries are ground for.
So I find these interesting. I find these interesting because I don't think that this fixes the problem that Thor has, but I do think that this is a decent start.
When you hear the whole, hey, there's a magic on our backline, or there's a BP, the lightning confinement realm, if you leave it, that means that you're grounded. So a magic or a BP diving or a Spider-Man diving is going to be grounded. So it actually protects your supports a lot more. He becomes an anti-flanker, almost like in the same vein as the Thing.
I do think Thing is still better because I think you're going to consistently be able to get a charge way more than a Thor bubble. However, what is interesting is that Thor honestly has very little reason to peel at all outside of very specific reasons, because like what the fuck are you gonna do outside of maybe push a tank around?
Let's say you're a Thor and you're actually off angling on a Sue. You can use your bubble, and then once she tries to do her visibility to get out, she actually gets grounded, so she can't escape your Awakening Rune onslaught. And so it makes you actually get picks on on squishies, and it actually makes you more effective on squishies now. At least those that have high mobility, for sure.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to argue that now there is actually like a decent reason for Thor to, do a little peeling every once in a while, because quite frankly, there's not really much reason for Thor to peel that much currently.
I would say just because like he's a body, so like he can, let's say with his dash, he can move people around. That thing was valuable enough, but this actually makes it even more valuable. Where you're grounded for two seconds is a lot of time to be grounded.
Well, it's the same as Thing, I believe.
Yeah, that's a lot of time to be grounded, for sure, without a doubt. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, so...
And then also you gain one fixed Thor Force after you exit Awakening. It was also pretty useful, too.
That allows you more combo options, combo quotation marks, but options of being able to... he is currently, he might be... Basically, what I'm thinking is that this is going to take Thor from being kind of bad.
He's not D tier. He's not D anymore. He's now C tier or B tier.
Here's my thoughts of it right now without it seeing in game. Thor right now is kind of bad. He might turn to being meh now.
Thor, let's say it gets a Hulk. If Frank gets a Hulk, he wants to leave. You can't leave because he's actually grounded while the entire bubble's up. So and then also you do a Thor Force barrage because he has so much burst damage with that Thor Force barrage. So you get one Thor Force back after Awakening Rune stage. Then you do your hammer toss. You get another Thor Force, so now you're up 2 Thor Force, and then you do, let's say, 1 hammer swing, and then you're back to Awakening Rune state. So you can actually combo your Awakening Chain even faster now you can before. So your uptime burst damage is exponentially higher. I like it. Is it enough to actually fix the issue of him being survival? I'm not too sure.
But it helps.
Oh my god, bro.
Why do I always see Star-Lord in the Duelist? Like, why are they changing him?
Fuck. Don't worry.
You got better. You got
yeah. I'm gonna see. Okay, it's fair. BP, that's probably a nerf, dude. There's no other way to say it. After addressing hit detection, T'Challa's Spirit Rend is getting a longer cooldown. The increased Spirit Rend cooldown from 8 to 10 seconds. What the hell, Spirit Rend?
That I believe is his dash. So basically, what this means?
Dash.
Yes, like the dash that you use after you mark someone, you then do a dash. That is the Spirit Rend. Basically, what this means is that if you fuck up a combo with Black Panther, you have less chance of escape now. This is actually punishing mid-level Panthers, not really high-level Panthers.
Yeah, I'm about to say, this doesn't touch high-level Panthers.
If you're a high-level Panther, this borderline doesn't affect you.
It's gonna be, in fact, there's actually a combo now too where you do so they throw 2 spears, then it's dash once, dash twice, and you're dead.
Yeah, pretty much. It is only going to affect you if you fuck up.
Nah, bro. Panther's so bad.
It's such a bad nerf, bro.
Yeah, it's not a good nerf.
It doesn't address the problem at all.
Iron Fist, with his team up anchor removed, Lin Lei's raw power gets a slight boost in even things out. Oh shit. Okay, so you have the increase in the Jet Kundo's 5th strike damage from 50 to 55. Then you have the increase in the Yatji Chunquin percentage damage of the enemy's max health per strike from 2.1 to 2.7. That seems actually higher than it was before, like a lot higher.
Read the rest, and then I'm going to tell you something.
Adjusted harm recovery bonus health decay start time from 162 seconds. Okay. And then increases the Kunlun kick first strike damage from 30 to 35. Okay, so is it enough to offset it or no?
All right, so basically, the 5th strike is basically equating because, he has his team up removed. So that means that anything that isn't stated is actually slightly nerfed. However, the kick is clearly just actually better, simple math. That has actually more damage than it was before. The 5th strike is now the same than it was before.
The Jet Kundu, okay.
Yes, his basic basic combo is worse now, except for his 5th hit, which is actually the same than it was before. I was curious. I saw those percentages, and I was like, what exactly does that mean? And so I decided to take way longer than I need to, and I was like, I am going to do math. And so I actually went on ahead, and I'm going to post this in VC chat. Here is a lot of numbers for you for you to understand the difference of where it was to where it is now. If you want to look at the rounded down version just to make it easier on the eyes.
Sure. So before 250 HP, 15 damage per hit at 109 seconds. Ultimate is 20 damage per hit at 120 seconds.
The important thing to note is that when you're doing the ult, it does a 30% boost on top of what you already have.
You're a fucking nerd, bro.
I do numbers, man. I do numbers, brother.
It's all good. It's all good.
But what you just read, that's right now. Everything that's below is what it's going to be. Essentially, the point of all of this is to show you that squishies, very marginal boost. Tanks is a notable boost. So basically, it's all better.
I'm seeing my taxes.
You're looking at the one rounded down, so it's slightly harder to see. But basically, all you need to know is that if you're a squishy, you're getting slightly more damage from it, but tanks is getting notably more. So it actually is just a buff across the board. The only reason I went so deep into it was because I was curious and I was just trying to get some basic numbers, and I started writing down in notes because I couldn't keep track of it mentally. And then I was just like, fuck it, I'm just doing a chart. 850 is that's the gauge. On after, it is 31 damage per hit, and then it is 223 damage per second, because this is all rounded down for people that are like, wait, that math don't make sense. This is rounded down, people. This is rounded down. Just so you understand that it's actually better than what's in this chart, by the way. So it is 31 per hit, and it is 7 attacks a second. That ends up being 223 a second.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
And then when you're using your ult, it actually goes up to 41 per individual hit. That then goes to 290.
Right, because Squishies only goes up to, let's say, we only have that upgrade to 20. Okay, got you. So it stays, so it stays the exact same, but marginal increase.
Yeah, it's a very marginal increase, because if you look at the if you look at the decimal percentage amount, it's actually really funny. On
15.675, 15.75 low, 20.3, 20.4. Okay, it's not.
Yeah, see, it's a very minor increase, but it's there.
All right, that's some good math. I like that. Peter Quill gets a little more staying power in the heat of battle. Gain 25 bonus health when using his stellar shift. What the fuck? Wait, every time I dodge, I get 25. Oh.
Yes. So basically, what this means is that you dodge, you get 25 shield, and then that max 25 is slightly important. It's not a big deal, but it's slightly important. Basically, all that means is that if you dodge, you have 25 shield. If you get hit and you say like 10 left, when you dodge again, instead of having 35, you'll still only have 25, because that is like the max amount you can get from that move.
Yeah, that's fair. But that honestly is a survivability buff I will take that one for sure.
It's slight, but it's helpful.
Right, because like when you're doing the dodges, mostly you're in the heat of battle. If you can survive on, let's say, that 1 HP, that's quintessential. Especially now that you have the rest comp out of the picture. So I was like, of course. Wolverine, Logan's ultimate is a little bit tougher to unleash. Time to earn that Berserker Barrage. So we have increased energy costs of Last Stand ultimate ability from 2,800 to 3,400. That feels significant.
It's definitely, it's not like hyper crazy, but it's notable.
And then Lifesteal, thank God. Lifesteal gained from the Primal Flame Phoenix Warrior team up ability no longer contributes to Wolverine's ultimate ability energy.
So basically, this is notable nerfs specifically to his ult.
We can't spam that bullshit anymore.
You never could, though.
Very important to note, nothing in his base moveset has been affected. This is entirely around his ult.
It's all energy. It's all ultimate charge.
Spider-Man's ultimate just got stickier and deadlier. Increased damage
about to get sticky.
Oh, wow. Increased damage per second of spectacular spin from 150 to 170.
This
He's
isn't
more
bad.
lethal when he ults. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, he has his ult is slightly better now. Honestly, not a crazy change. Despite what some people may think, Spider-Man has actually been kind of falling off a bit. And so, honestly, the fact that he only got this much of a buff is actually kind of interesting. I would have expected he got
Not
more.
this time. We created it. Not this time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right.
Pure fiction.
Pure fiction?
It's fiction.
Right.
No, not true.
Nah, yeah, because Spider-Man is definitely like an
Total
S-tier
fabrication.
character right
Ban
now.
Spider-Man.
Totally.
Ban Spider-Man,
Yeah.
always.
He's one of the best characters in the game, definitely. Totally.
All right.
He doesn't have fucking cooldowns.
Honestly,
sure.
because whenever we played rank nowadays, we barely see Spider-Man. We maybe
And
once in a while.
90% of
There's
the
so-
and
there's so many
90% of the
other
time that you do,
Yeah.
he just gets fucking nuked.
Like there are so many other
Especially with
like BP is way more of an issue than Spider-Man. It's like
Yeah,
not even
no,
a
like
question.
of the dive characters, Spider-Man might unironically be like the worst of all. He's just
you
not
see
that
magic more than
effective.
Spider-Man now. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Like
I
the
think-
good
and I think-
ones
I
are
think people
like
are used to him by now too. Like I think it's a
well,
lot,
that yeah. I mean, notable amount of counters, and at this point, the notable thing that Spider-Man's will tend to do for you is just get in their backline and kill supports, which
Right.
half of the time is a little hard to do because there's usually something that's preventing them from being able to do it.
Or, like, environmental
i.e.
pulls off the
Ben,
map or
i.e. Namor.
Yeah, that's the other
Like,
thing too. You guys are on console. Spider-Mans don't like playing with controller.
No, I mean they're still the same. They're ready to
Spider-Man
go.
is no Spider-Man is different on PC because of the controls.
No, I mean like when we played earlier in the season, I think like earlier the year, Spider-Man was banned a lot, for sure. Like
Snapper
picking
and chat is
Jews.
saying it. On PC, we can 360 turn. You can't.
I've seen Spider-Man on console do the same thing. Just the problem is that
Just
I think
fuck with
it's the
your
meta. It's
sensitivity.
Like in the
That's
meta,
not
it's like in the
difficult.
meta, Spider-Man is not a threat compared to Black Panther. Black Panther is one tapping you
There's
with
way
stealth.
more better.
Like
not-
he's
That's not what
way
I'm
better.
trying. That's not what I'm trying to argue. I'm not trying to argue that Black Panther is less. I'm trying to argue that Spider-Man is still fucking one of the most annoying characters in the fucking game.
I have never disregarded the fact that Spider-Man is really fucking annoying. That is true regardless.
It also doesn't help that every time I play Namor to try to counter him, my squids always shoot at fucking something else.
I hate to tell you this, if that's a skill issue.
I don't know. Adam Warlock gets the slight cosmic buff to his ultimate ability, frequency, and strength, plus increasing health. Okay. Reduces the energy cost of Karma Rival ultimate ability from 5,000 to 4,000. That's not 4,700. Whatever. That's fucking. Come on, bro.
It's
Yeah,
not a
so-
notable change, however,
fuck
with
is that?
with the potential that his ult can do, that is actually somewhat important, especially considering the fact that now Adam doesn't have the highest, ult cooldown in the game
Sure,
anymore.
fair enough. Yeah. Except for Loki. Karma Revival,
Yeah.
new effect. Revived allies gain bonus health equal to 7% of the maximum health, which lasts for 5 seconds before decay over 2 seconds.
Now this is
Interesting.
this is kind of important because
Yeah.
basically
get blue
Adam doesn't have
overshields.
he doesn't have res comp anymore, which is a notably potent
Yes.
ability. And so now that he doesn't have that, I was actually kind of looking into this like kind of off to the side, and basically what some people are saying is that now that Adam doesn't have res comp, this allows netties to actually be able to play with Adam a bit more and make him potentially a bit better. And
They're
so
doing it.
basically what this means is that Adam already heals 30% whenever you're revived. Now the rest of your health bar will start off as shield, which
Yes.
gives you a lot more wiggle room to not only be able to heal, but it also gives Adam the opportunity to actually be a little more the interesting word I would use is risky with his ult, because you're
Yes.
basically able to throw people more into the field of battle because they're not just going to die immediately.
When you have your ultimate, you leave and then you go to the corner somewhere to ult, and then you just kind of hope that your teammates die in the right
Again.
spot. Right, exactly. But now that you have overshields when you're revived, you can probably ult really close, let's say, the objective or the cart. You're all fine because you have overshields. That's for 2 seconds, so Bucky just can't charge you again. Yeah.
And then add on the fact that, like, if you ult and then you get some healing immediately afterwards, that shield doesn't, like, immediately go away. You're still
Right.
going to have it on top of the extra health that you'll get from the healing. And so, like, it basically gives a lot more opportunities for what, or not necessarily what he can do, but more when he can do his ult and where.
True. Concept cluster, new effect. Each hit now reduces the avatar life stream charge time by 0.3 seconds. What is the avatar life stream charge? Oh wait, that
that is the
charge.
cluster. The cluster is just his burst like of primary, and then the life stream is just his standard heal, which is on a 6-second cooldown that can already be reduced like by a second, I believe, from headshots. So, and now the cluster doesn't require headshots. You just have to hit people, which means atoms can just feed off of tanks.
Oh shit!
The charged ones you can just hit regardless. The normal primary you have to headshot.
Cloak and Dagger. Ty and Tandy's ultimate ability now takes a bit more energy to unleash in their. Why are they nerfing Cloak? Okay, increase the energy cost of Eternal Bond ultimate ability from 4,000 whatever to 4,300. What's whatever?
Yeah, not a big deal, but ain't gonna lie, Cloak and Dagger has actually been kind of on the rise lately. And one of the things that people are noting is the fact of like, fuck me, she gets her ult fast. And so, yeah, this actually makes complete sense to me.
Mantis, my girl. A new team up anchor effect for Mantis, but her base healing gets a gentle nerf. Huh? To balance the cosmic scale. Wait, you did not. Let me see this. Hold up.
She has an anchor bonus from the team up now, so.
I mean, okay, sure, but okay.
No, I agree with your feeling.
Like, come on. Increases healing by 10% with the new team up anchor now in effect. Okay. Reduces healing flower healing over time from 12.5 to 10 seconds. Reduces life energy blast projectile charges from 20 to 15, and then increases the soul resurgence ultimate ability excess healing to bonus health conversion rate from 0.7 to 1. That's a lot there.
Basically her ult is better. She gets less charges on her basic Friar, which but yes, so the healing. Not gonna bother going through a whole thing because this is actually a bit more simple to explain. But basically, she does a burst of heal, which then is followed up with over time basic base number per second.
Base number per second, right? Yeah.
Additionally, with a percentage per second. This is only reducing the base over time healing per second. Okay. So the burst is more because of the anchor bonus. Right. And then the over time is less, yes. Is different because of the difference is actually depending on the character because there is a percentage now. And so essentially what this means is that if you're a tank, you actually get even more healing than before. Oh. But if you're anyone that's not a tank, the initial burst will be greater, but after 2 to 3 seconds, the healing over time will actually be slightly less than it was before. Yeah, that makes sense. Because
I trap her very aggressively, and the fact that we have less projectiles now in her magazines kind of dog shit, honestly. Yeah. But the healing is going to be a lot more, though. Use the reload.
Yeah, so
more.
It's good with, that's going to be good with tanks, which will be interesting when you combine, here's going to be an interesting comp to think about, the new team up with Smoke, if you're there. There's the team up with Mantis for Loki and Groot with Mantis. The Groot walls, he has a wall that just does healing in its proximity. So you add that on top of Mantis doing better healing even more against tanks. And then if you also have a Loki on the team who I believe does a damage boost in a wider radius in his runes.
That's crazy.
It's just oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. The only slight problem is that Mantis still, unfortunately, might not be good enough to do in a duo support comp.
No, you just cannot survive. That's an issue. Team abilities, though. So we have the Duality Dance, Adam Walker, Luna Snow. Luna Snow unlocks the new Light and Shadow Karma ability from her team up with Adam Warlock. Vibrant, Vitality, Mantis, and Groot / Loki. As a team up anchor, I should say, Mantis gains 10% increase in healing effects. Groot gains a new Wild Wall ability from his team up with Mantis.
Yeah, to be clear, that is an entirely new wall that is not connected to the other wall. So he has four walls. So he has 4 walls now. By the way.
Oh my goodness. And then because it heals. It's a healing wall. And then Loki, let's fuck crazy here. Loki gets a deific blessing ability from his team up with Mantis.
If I understand it correctly, the rune now has a bigger area of effect, and it does damage boost for people in it.
Yo, ban Loki, bro.
Yeah, it looked like it got a lot bigger from the clip I saw.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The only
bigger
yeah, the
immortality
only
field, and you
yeah,
do a damage boost. Holy
yeah,
shit.
the only slight problem with that team up specifically is the same problem with the res comp. You have to have Mantis, which means you borderline guarantee have to have a third support.
Maybe depends, I suppose. But yeah, you can argue that's the case though. Alice Bond, Iron Fist, Luna Snow. The bonds have been broken. The team of Anchor effects of Iron Fist have been removed along with the Alice Bond team up ability. Luna Snow loses the Frozen Chi ability. Yes, I already know.
Apparently that team up was good for Luna, but
Yeah, so Luna's able to do that to have like a. She could push people off their chilling chi or something.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. Yeah.
Luna's
Well,
trash.
Right.
I've heard Luna players swear up and down that team up is actually like saved their ass in numerous amount of times.
Yeah.
It pushes divers off you for a minute so you can like get towards your allies.
I feel like you don't see it enough because for whatever reason, Luna and Iron Fist just don't really play together that often.
Because Iron Fist got nerfed.
It's hard to heal Iron Fist as Luna. You have to basically put your snowflake on him and then hope to heal other people, and he gets healed along with it.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
true, but the secondary thing is that Iron Fist should be able to be somewhat self-sufficient, like 90% of the time.
Yeah, I've got that too.
Yeah, he's kind of like Psylocke. They're allowed to like have like lone wolf operations.
Yeah. All right, Chilling Assault. Luna Snow, Hawkeye, Iron Fist. Iron Fist joins the assault and unlocks the new Lunar Chi ability through his team up with Luna Snow. So that's when he does the meditation, and then he actually heals. But he gives people over shields. So he gets 200 over shields, and I think you do too.
I believe because you're able to heal with that as well for yourself. I don't know if this has been confirmed yet, but we do know it gives shield. We do not know if it also heals. We don't know that yet.
Okay.
I would not be surprised if it just does the exact same effect that it does for you, for your ally. However, note what we said like 3 seconds ago. 90% of the time, you're going to be on your own.
Yep. Now, Guardian Revival, Adam Warlock, Mantis, and Star-Lord. That's gone. Fuck. Luna Force, Cloak and Dagger, Moon Knight Blade. Blade launches into Luna Force and gains a new Moon ability through his team up with Cloak and Dagger. I saw the video of it. It looks kind of cheeks, honestly.
It's literally the same thing that Moon Knight has.
Moon Knight, right? Yeah, exactly. Pretty much, yeah.
It's literally the same thing.
Ragnarok Rebirth, Hela Thor. That's gone, I think, too. Wait, no, yeah, Loki has other plans.
No, it is gone for Loki.
For Loki, right? Yeah, so Loki, right.
So yeah,
it's
Smoke.
gone.
Unfortunately, Hela can't revive you anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you, so out of all the times I played Loki, I rarely ever played with the Hela who
Well,
actually
that
brings me back.
is actually something I've been thinking about, which is
Oh, it's true.
here's the interesting thing about that team up. For us who are in like, high mid elo on console, it's not an issue for us at all. that's the case. But for high tier dudes, especially on PC, that's a big fucking deal. Hela being one of the best DPS in the game and Loki being one of the best supports in the game, having basically a free revive for Hela getting a kill, which should happen like every other second on high elo PC. Yeah. That's a fucking cracked ability.
I'm definitely it's definitely one of those things like when I play with my friend Jay. When it happens and I'm like brought back in the middle of the fight, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking back.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, because because you
because you existed, have to, no shit.
The utility of that team up is entirely reliant on how good Hela is at securing kills.
You are correct, sir.
And so if your Hela isn't that good at securing a kill, not just participating in a kill, securing the kill, it doesn't matter. We're good at the game. We're not like one above all good. So
not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Hang on. Wait. Stay tuned, chat. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Rocket Network, Raccoon, Penny Parker, and fucking Star-Lord. Star-Lord connects to the network and unlocks a new astral jump ability through his team up with Rocket Raccoon. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's like the
teleport.
Sombra teleport, yeah.
You just got to be careful when you throw it. That people are going to be like, "Yeah, come on through."
Yeah, that's the interesting thing.
I can teleport and I can just dodge with eye fields and I'm out.
Well, what I think would be good too is like say you're flanking and then you put it down and then like you flank and then all of a sudden like you teleport back to where they don't even know where it is.
Yeah, that's
you, like, reflank.
See, that's the fun thing that we don't really know yet. Like, what is the limitations of? Like, are you able to just throw it like basically across the map?
I hope so.
And
That's what Sombra can do.
On top of that, a small thing that some people might not have really questioned yet, when you are mid-teleport, because notice the action starts and you don't teleport immediately, it takes like a second or so. Are you invincible during that?
I am invincible.
We'll find out. Maybe you're not, but the animation does lock you for, let's say, a second or two. Let's say half a second.
Yeah.
But you should be able to dodge out that soon anyway. Balance changes. Ever-burning bond. Move towards Spider-Man. You've increased Spider-Man's combo potential. Love. Oh. Yes, sir. We've increased Spider-Man's combo potential after using his team up. Reduces the backflip distance after activation from 12 meters to 7 meters, allowing for more reliable follow-ups with moves like Amazing Combo.
That's not right. Spider-Man has to do the backflip. It's lore accurate. Okay.
Well, he is, but he's just doing it at a short
Well,
distance.
yeah, no,
closer.
he's doing it. He's doing it less distant now.
No. Big pointless backflips or fuck that.
Yeah, make him jump 30 meters. Fuck that
That's
shit.
just it's just canon event. All right, like Galactus
Yes,
going
of
through the
course.
portal, canon event.